Uh, no, he brought his. It started now.
Oh, okay.
All right,
Starting
now.
Oh, okay.
All right, starting now. Yeah. All right. What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. So today I have Toby, who's in. Well, they're both in the kingdom. Toby, who's been around since the beginning, and then Socks, who actually just migrated in yesterday.
I just don't want his demons to take over here and for mistakes to creep in.
What is that? All right. So let's start out with Socks. You've been away from us for like 3 KVKs.
Yeah. I left after the what KVK was? It was against 1077. Was it? Adenavo's kingdom. Do you remember Adenavo?
Yeah. Yeah, you left after that one.
Handsome Devils, whatever their kingdom name is. Yeah, that was a pretty lot of forts. I remember. But yeah, I mean, I got the offer to go to GT, or like applied to a few kingdoms, and I was lucky enough to get into somewhere. where I could get to like VIP 18. I wanted to get to VIP 18 at the minimum, but 19 was a bonus.
Oh, you're already at 19?
Yeah, I'm at 19.
Yeah.
There's no point in going like further, I think. So,
Yeah, I think
Yeah, back to
SVIP
Loki.
is what, like mostly cosmetics, and then you could get some. You could get an extra armament chest, right? Legendary.
yeah,
For us,
It's-
VIP 18 plebs, we don't know.
yeah. 19 is not much. I actually get 5% training speed, so that might be helpful during Zenith. But
That's true.
SVIP has not much benefit.
All
But
right.
yeah, High Imperium was killing me time wise, commitment wise. I was spending on weekends like 20 hours a day in KVK, so it was not very healthy for me. So yeah, we're back to lower seed for now.
Okay, so and then what about it is like such a time commitment? It's just the fights just last so much longer, or
I mean, everyone has pilots. Every one of their brothers has pilots, so it's like,
all right.
I mean, 2377 obviously had less pilots last KVK, but 960 just has people on all day. So you just keep going and going until it stops, really.
All right. And then, so after a few KVKs there, you decided maybe fight in a KVK where it's not as intense.
Oh yeah. I mean, KVKs in 2268 were fun, but there was like downtime, so I like had time to relax and chill, and I didn't have to be on like nonstop, right? So I really just don't want to be on all day. That's the thing. So yeah.
All right. And then you were actually saying you're hoping for a heroic anthem, which we're not going to do.
Man, it's
I mean,
mainly just because the chronicles, like
yeah.
like when the pass opens, it's Orleans is. I just played Orleans. Kingsland opened on like Wednesday, and one of the other important passes opens on Tuesday. It's gonna be tough, so make time. But
Yeah, so that's the last one we fought into. I think Lilith, they just took it away, right? So Keener Blades was here instead of HA. And so we thought we were going to get to choose between Orleans, Keener, or King of All Britain, right? And then we were either going to go Keener or Orleans. And then today, I think, it just disappeared. So I think, I mean, I don't want to just say, because, you know, I'm not, you know, Saul's in charge of Diplo, right? But I think if these are the three maps, I think it's pretty likely we're going to go Orleans. And if all the other bigger kingdoms, so let me actually pull that up right now. Oh wait, oh no, is that not? Here we go. Okay, so little ghetto, but we can make it work. So these are the biggest kingdoms that we know that are going in our pot, right? And if you actually just look at KP on here, we're the lowest. This is slightly outdated. I think it was like from 2 days ago. We're like 50, 60 bill KP higher now, but we're still the smallest on this map. Right, so...
Oh wait, 1079 is that kingdom. Isn't that Adenavo?
No, that's 1770. 1770. 1079 is,
okay.
I think was like Khan is a king. Gaines and
Khan,
Chappie
okay.
used to be there.
Yeah.
I think that's a kingdom.
Okay.
Yeah,
I remember Khan.
So these kingdoms are going to our pop. Doesn't mean they're going to do Orleans, right? But now that you took away Keener, you put in HA, I think the one where you're probably going to see the most intense fighting will be Orleans. You know, to be determined if everyone actually queues into that. But from my understanding, most of the kingdoms here are looking to set up to fight each other and actually getting like a more fun, like high AC, like low imp KVK. So Boba was supposed to be on. Boba has an account in 1981 and 3473. If he's on, we'll check out those two kingdoms. If not, I think it'll be fun to look at the two biggest kingdoms on this, which is actually 2638 and 1718. And then Toby, who hasn't said shit since we started.
Sorry, dude. You've been yapping the whole time.
To introduce yourself a little bit, you know, how'd you end up in this kingdom? Toby, if you guys don't know him, from like everyone I know in Rock, I feel like you know you're top 3 out of like we're as far as just knowing the most people in Rock, you know, and which also obviously really helps recruiting. So kind of introduce yourself. How do you know so many people? You know, we'll go from there.
Yeah, well, I've been in 3092 since our first KVK. I think I was one of the first ones to land with like Jeansy and stuff. I'm Australian, so I get stuck with all the downtime fun. But we have pulled in a fair few downtime people this year, which will be good. I don't know how I know people. I guess I've been in a lot of kingdoms and I pilot a fair bit as well. So you sort of get stuck talking to people that way. And then, yeah, I don't know. What else do you want to know about me?
I mean, are you like in a lot of Discords? You pilot for a lot of people a lot? Or like, how do you meet so many people?
Too many Discords. Yeah. I think I'm in like probably 100 Rock Discords.
Whoa. What?
Yeah, like if you have a look at my Discord, they're just never ending scrolling.
Let me see how many you have. Rock related, I
it's not
have
good.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Rock related, I'm in 12, and actually I just realized I'm in like an old 68 OL Discord. I'm leaving that server now, so I'm in 11. You're in 100.
I mean,
plus?
half these are probably dead, but I just never leave them.
But how do you keep track of that? Like,
I mean,
because there's like a notification, there's something in there, right? Like, how do you keep track of 100?
Yeah, I mean, I mute most of them besides like only at me's, like if it's an at everybody, or if it's like if I know I'm piloting, I'll change the settings. But because a lot of like kingdoms obviously keep the same KVK Discord, so I'm just in all those, and then I turn it on and off if I need.
All right. So basically, I don't know. It's funny because Toby actually isn't on our migration team officially, but it's him and actually Captain who's in the chat. I feel like probably 40% of the people that show up, they're like, "Oh, I know Captain," or "I know Toby," and like I don't know if that's like the reason, but that's actually like one of the reasons why people join in. What the hell is that? Okay, so Boba's here now.
Hi.
All right. That's cool. Okay, so we're gonna scout 1981 and 3473 then, since you have an account there.
I do.
All right, and then Boba is a content creator. I don't think I actually have a link to your channel. Oops.
Ooh.
Damn.
But let's actually go over our migration. So shameless plug. We have 3 more days until our migration closes. Let me go over this.
Get in while you can.
Get in while you can. Right. So I think this just showed up and it closes like the 16th. And we're saying, Boba, don't worry, we're gonna get to you, but we're most likely gonna do Orleans, just because that's by far like the most fighting, but also looks like all the bigger kingdoms that are queuing this pop that we know of, which is on the screen here. I think most are probably gonna do Orleans, right? So we're kind of trying to set up where pray to the Lilith gods that we don't get put into second tier KVK. We get in with the bigger kingdoms, and then it should be like a really fun KVK. So we're looking forward to that. But let's go over our migration, and then we'll actually talk about some of the new commanders, or specifically by, and then we'll get back into this KVK later. All right. So if you actually look on here, this is outdated, right? Total KP here on the screen, it says 609, and that was as of 2 days ago. We had more people in. So far in this migration, we have 38 people in. About a little over 300 bill KP, and we almost doubled in size. Right, so we look at the Alliance KP.
I feel like we doubled in active fighters too.
Yeah, it's nice. Well, actually, wait, there's some people not in the Alliance, because when I looked this morning, it was like 650 something, right? So
I think we're 653 when everyone's in.
Yeah, might have had some people leave, and then it's kind of some people are in TP for some reason. And it's kind of weird because there's like the Kingdom KP, right, which we're probably like 680, 690. Somewhere around there, and then there's the Alliance KP, which is usually where your like mains are hanging out. So just for just for accuracy, I think everyone can relate to Alliance KP more. So we're about 650. We look at this map, we're still gonna be the smallest one on this map, right? So hopefully someone thinks we're capable and wants us on their side, but it should be a fun KVK. We can all get on the same map. And then let's actually go through some of the people that came in, and we'll talk through them. And we'll start with Socks, since Socks, now that 12 inch has retired, he is now the best F2P. No, I'm just kidding. Socks is known as the most capable.
I don't know. I think you're right.
Yeah, but here's Socks. Okay, so Socks just came in from 960, F2P, 6th in our Kingdom and KP. Right, I assume
no one's
this.
plus ER. It's crazy.
All right, and Yar's over 30 now, which is
You need up
crazy.
that LC.
Yeah, so I assume this is from this last KBK.
Oh yeah, my heal ratio got absolutely nuked, but
Yeah. So how was it fighting in that KBK as a free to play? Like anything you learned, picked up?
it was an experience for sure. Painful experience.
Was it fun, or is it actually a little like too much?
I mean, gold chests make up for it, right? But the trades weren't the best sometimes. So
Okay. All right. So this got to be this is. I mean, not gotta be. This is for sure the highest altar for F2P in the Minamoto in the game, right? So Socks was with us, 3 KBKs ago. He's back. It's cool. Let's actually start at the top. So Yar came in from 2377. He was also with us before in 68. I think this altar is also from this last KBK. 400. How much did he get actually? How much is 412? Like 8 bill KP? 6? It's only 6?
Yeah, I think it was like 30th overall as well.
This is only 6?
Okay, or something.
I think it's only 6. 6 something.
Okay.
I don't think he got like 8.
He didn't get to 8? Alright, but he did. He clearly went for 30 bill and actually hit it. So that's one.
Toward the end, he was like, "I'm gonna conserve." He was trying to conserve speeds at the end.
Oh my God, yeah. At a certain point, you don't even want more kills anymore. Yeah. And then Panda has been here. Gino has been here since the beginning. Thomas is also from that KVK from 1606. This is I don't think I'm not gonna get demonetized for this, but you can see Thomas. 15 mil deads, which is pretty wild, right? What's the highest power on this account? So did he go from 216 to get zeroed?
Not last KVK, but
Right.
I think one time he's dropped down pretty far.
Because you drop 15 mil units from 216 and you get 0. That would happen. So we'll see. I don't know. We'll see, right? But obviously he's a beast. This 15 mil is pretty crazy. But that's another one. Shady's another one that came in. So you can actually see some of even our bigger players, 5 out of the top 8 right now is actually from this migration cycle. It's been pretty big. Socks we just showed. K9 has been here. Bun Suave is another one. People respect this, right? So Bun Suave has the most units healed at 274 mil, but most kills 219, right? And when people see this, it's respect because he's face tanking for you. He's going in. But a whale from old 68. And you can see the theme for this migration is a lot of old 68 people are coming back. We're gonna talk some more. Over under. I've had a guess before our migration closes. I'm gonna guess we're gonna get 3 more. We'll see if that happens. Right. Gorilla has been here. Skiz has been here. British Convict is another new one. He's also on our OL team now. Shout out to
Another Aussie.
SV92. Won our match today. And he was on, I remember even when I was talking to him before, something that was important to him was the OL team. And I think we actually did, our team's doing pretty well right now. Denzwa has been here. Toby, show him again, right? But Toby has been here. Nikki is another R5 in this kingdom in charge of OL and also war planning. Mishi is another new migrant. Zero is another new migrant. We actually picked him up in our last KVK. He's a Korean, very, very active, always on. When I drop a pit, when I log on, he's either launching a fort or he joins any pit I drop him right away. It's crazy. Slav has been around 68, I think, since KVK 2 or 3. Puggles, your boy Puggles, Toby, he's new for this.
Another
cycle.
Aussie.
Another Aussie.
Yep.
Would you say Are there actual like Aussie kingdoms?
Not like really. There's like this chat that has all the Australians and a lot of like New Zealanders and stuff in there, but there's just people from every kingdom.
So do we have
Um,
do we have the most Aussies in a kingdom in this game or not?
I don't think we'd be up there. We've probably got some, like the most like
Probably top
bigger
three?
accounts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon top three probably. I know 2377's got a few as well, but I
Yeah.
don't know how many are there.
Yeah, so this
yeah,
is
we'd be up
something. This is something. You know, I'll just say it right. One of the issues.
I mean, even Yar's New Zealand as well.
What's that again?
Even Yar's like New Zealand as well, so that's another big one.
Yeah, he's like a wannabe Aussie.
Yeah.
So like one of the issues in every kingdom is downtime, right? What do you do for the downtime? You get pilot. You like pilot your way through it. And then like a lot of the thoughts, especially with North American kingdoms, like so you know in the U.S. primary time zone. I've heard a lot of kingdoms try to do this or talk about this. Is okay, you need to get a group of Asians, right? So essentially, you could cover each other's downtime. The problem with that, and you know, you guys probably have seen this, is like Asians, a lot of them, if they're you know, English isn't a language they're comfortable with, they'll kind of like keep to themselves, right? So you actually could have a kingdom of, you know, say like Koreans or a US, right? But they don't necessarily communicate with each other that often. And there's like sometimes like almost like kind of like a culture or a group barrier. I think Aussies and Kiwis are actually the way to go, right? Like if I had known this before, I would have pushed for this a lot harder because you guys speak English. It's just like an easier cultural transition. And if you have US and then some EU and then Aussies and then they all speak English, you could actually like you have like what like a rolling like 8 hours, 16-hour like difference in time zone, but they could cover each other's downtime. And I feel like we kind of accidentally turned into that in this kingdom, where I think it's primarily still US, but there's enough EU and like that Australian time zone players where it'll be interesting to see how we do this KPK. Or
We even got a few Australians we
Oceanic.
picked up and stuff as well, which will be good.
Yeah, right. So I feel like we have as many players not in the US as we do in US now, and almost everyone still speaks English. It's kind of crazy. All right, Poe is another former 68 player that came in this time. He also used to do data for us. He's not doing it now, maybe in the future. Toxico, the most annoying profile pic. Like this guy's a freaking nobody will forget this profile pic once they see it, but he's actually been here. This will be his second KVK here. Demon's another new migrant here. And this autarch is pretty crazy. 100 million units killed to 29. Right, so we'll get I'll see how he fights on the field this time. Right, but that's a pretty crazy ratio.
That guy loves KVK too, I think.
He loves KVK too. All right, well, we'll see. Right, maybe this is from KVK 1. I don't know. No, I think he's a good fighter. We'll figure it out. All right, Jeansy's another R5. Plaxer's been with us in 68. Crazy Ali was in 68. Went to 1824 and actually came back to us this offseason. The Fett is a well, not younger. I guess it's a middle-age account, but we just got him in this KVK. Qual is a younger player. Pretty big whale. I think for sure top 3 when it comes to cav equipment / armaments. So it'll probably end up being one of our primary cav rallies with a 146 ID. Right. Keep is another R5 here. P is another younger player. Got this off season. Shout out to Panda for closing the deal, fellow Chinese player. Also really good cav set. So excited to see how he performs. Oh god, this guy. So Bark,
Biggest regret of the off season.
Bark, this will either be a genius move, right, or the biggest mistake. I don't think I've had more people comment about Bark joining our kingdom than any other player. And I think
He definitely has aura.
Yeah, he has aura. We don't know what kind of
Negative
aura,
aura.
but he definitely has aura. Now, the question is, how he actually does. But so far, I'll be honest, like Bark has fit in really well in our Discord. I think he's on all the time. He's kind of like the guy that the punching bag in our Discord. But he keeps it lighthearted. Doesn't take anything too serious. It's a good Autark though. Like say what you want about Bark, as he doesn't actually have a special inscription, but performance wise, he does pretty well. So this KVK we're going to dedicate it to Bark. Our goal is to actually get him his first Autark, so he's not 0 for 7. Once you're 0 for 10, I think you just have to quit, right? Like
Yeah, that's fair.
Like 0 for 7, you can still say you're unlucky. If you get to 0 for 10, it's clearly just you. Right, and then Girthy's been here. I'm 32nd. Timmy is actually on the map, but he's been gone for a KVK. He's in the clouds. Okay, I'm not gonna talk about people that have been here. Emma is another one. Emma is a group. This is actually the biggest group we took in for this migration, which is actually a group of 4, I think, 4 or 5. Everyone else is like either single or at most like they know someone else, and we interviewed everyone individually. So Emma has been super active, fitted in. He's been playing at a lower seed, so when we look at their Autark from a lower seeding, it's like, oh well, it's 35, right? But when you are, say, like a more loyal player, you stay with your group at a lower seeding, a lot of times the opportunity isn't there to get as much fighting, right? So like for example, last KVK, a lot of our people that we think are undervalued accounts that we actually got into Orleans with a lot more fighting, they like doubled their Autark from before. So looking forward to seeing Emma perform. MJ is also with Emma's group. Is she the second female in this kingdom or third now? Right, we're 3092 is a sausage kingdom, so MJ is one of the few females here. Really cool. The 3092 is not too crass for her. She can hang out. Balilla is also part of that group with Emma and MJ. So they've all been together. They've been very active. They fit in really nicely. Spade for this migration too. I think Spade is this one. He's either this one or the last one.
I think he was the last one.
Was he the last one?
I get confused between Spade and Zaid. Very confusing.
Yeah. Romy is another one. So we had 3 Koreans come over. They're a group. I think they actually might be related. And
yeah, I think they're related.
So she's another one that came in. Greetser is a new one. So you can see he kind of popped off. I think this might be from the last KVK, right? So another over 2 bill KP and a KVK, almost 4 mil dead, right? So looking forward to seeing him perform. En Pasos is like our second newest or third newest recruit. He just joined yesterday. Actually, I don't remember how he found us, but anyways, he found us, interviewed really well. So looking forward to see him perform. Lemon is this one or last one, Toby? Do you remember? I think Lemon might be this one.
He piloted for us last one. He came in this one though.
Okay.
Because he just missed our last migration.
Arne, thoughts on Milk? Milk is scary, dude. Not gonna lie. Milk scares me a little bit. That's as much as I can say about that. Do all you guys know Milk? Boba, you know Milk?
I don't know.
You might know.
I don't think
Milk.
I do.
When Milk slides into your DM, you're a little scared. All right.
Okay.
All right. So
I'll keep that in mind.
All right. So we're at 47 now. Bobzilla is also with the MJ Emma group. Another super active guy. Bobzilla was actually the first one to reach out, and then once we decided to take him, then he has lots of friends, and then they actually all decided to come. So that's cool. Rose is the 3rd Korean we took, part of that Korean group. And then we're gonna start getting into younger accounts. Actually, wait, I lied earlier. I think X Swim is also part of Bobzilla's group. So there's actually 5 of them, not 4. Princess P is a huge spender. I think he might be VIP 19 or SVIP. At
I
a
think he's 19 now.
19 at a 154 ID, and for reference, I'm like a
Yeah.
1332. I'm only at 18. So
Dang.
300 days, they got VIP 18.
yeah, and I think he was at I think he's been in a lower seed the whole time too, right? So it's pretty much just him dropping the chest.
Jeez.
It's not like
Yeah, he was in lower seeds with me early on, and then went to 2906, and then came to us.
yeah.
So
Fat Dolphin.
It was all him. Like, I
Fat
think-
Dolphin. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I think it was like KVK 3, they were VIP 18, so or KVK 4. So
Okay.
it was early on.
VIP 18 KVK 3 or 4. Yeah, that's pretty.
Yeah.
It's pretty fast. Fat Dolphin is one of our first recruits we picked up this cycle. He's someone that actually I noticed him in Whiskey, kind of like dueling off to the side, and he actually ended up doing pretty well. And then I tried to duel
Standard
him,
whiskey.
and then like my life flashed before my eyes because I'm like, oh shit, I think this guy's gonna beat me. And then luckily I had some people jump in, and then we wiped him. But then I kind of remembered him, and then I reached out to him and eventually pulled him over. So looking forward to seeing him. Alex essentially took over for what do you, oh no Alex, this is the old VK. This is the old VK account, so that's
Oh,
Alex.
That's
So
VK.
so yeah, the old VK, you know. We'll see which accounts actually do better this time. But
We can
that's,
only keep on.
yeah.
Yeah.
Win Hashira, tell us about Win Hashira, Boba.
So me and Wind started in 3470 together, and he's a younger player like me, and he was looking for a little more competitive and just a bigger social scene than what his current kingdom was giving him, in like KVK 3 and 4 now. And so I was like, hey, I know a great group of guys and a great kingdom for you. So I hooked him up with 3092, and it seems like he actually is like really enjoying himself.
He's been doing great. He's very active in voice. I see him like launch force and everything all the time. So looking forward to seeing him pop off. But thank you, Boba, for introducing him. He's been fitting in really well. I think he's dropped a few gold chests too, from what I remember. All right, and you guys, just in general, right? Like, it's almost like every other player. I'm like introducing them because this kingdom is literally almost like twice as big. So there's gonna be some chemistry stuff we have to see how we all integrate. But so far, it's been going pretty well. This guy, YouTube Arch Allen, you know, I guess we're gonna be a YouTube kingdom again. I think we just picked him up yesterday.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he came in like 2 days ago, I think.
yeah, another very young account, like a 157 ID, 86 mil KP, well, 86 mil killed autark, and just a cool guy to talk to. So, and then we have VK number 3 of the trio:
Ooh.
Toxico, Bark, and VK. How do you guys want to describe VK? VK and Bark are kind of like the kingdom mascots. How do you describe these guys?
I'm giving him too much credit. If mascots are good, like we like mascots.
They one, it's fun to banter
There's no
with them,
words.
right? But like they keep things like lighthearted. You know, sometimes a little retarded. I'll use that word. But whatever, cancel me. Fuck it. All right, but they keep everything lighthearted, and then VK, I remember like last KVK, like he was probably in voice all the time. Like he was in voice a lot, and you know, and when you have someone that's just in voice all the time, that's, you know, very active, it helps, right? And in general, I want to say there's like a theme with every single one of these players we took. We kind of did an eval that we think they're going to be very active, right? Like maybe I think they're all going to work out, but there's no doubt that like everyone we took has been like active, and that's the common trend. All right, is this Jeansies? Who's LJ Diddler?
That's Ethan's old one that Jeansy runs now.
Okay, so this used to be Ethan, but this is just an alt that Jeansy's running. Okay,
It's just a fort alt now, pretty much.
Yeah, Haran is another one. Very young, kind of 165 ID, or like a 78 mil autark. I think this is actually going to be. He's only played in 5 KBK, so this will be KBK 6 for him. For that account, right? So we're starting to get to the territory where the KP is a little bit lower. But then a lot of these ones what we pick up, right? This one's like a 157 ID, a 59 mil, KP Altark, Yusuf. I think we just got him yesterday. So like a lot of these like promising, pretty far developed younger accounts. KPZ's another one. KPZ's interesting. He has a full crit, I think, Cav March. And I think the armament and the equipment is like pretty far developed. So for a while,
He's got 4 legendary inscriptions on his Cav now.
Yeah, for a while he was just he said that, you know, people gave him the advice that he needs to just like focus on one set. So like his Altark before this one, I forgot what it was, probably like around 40. I think he actually did that with one March. Right, so he went super narrow, and then started expanding out later. But that was like very interesting account when we first saw it. Is this VK? Wait, no, there's a new VK. Who is this? 777. Oh no, this is Gambler. Gambler is someone that we actually took from the last cycle, but he couldn't come until this cycle, and he came in very active. And then another guy that just knows a lot of people. A lot of people have come in and just like, oh, I heard about your kingdom because of Gambler. I guess 777 makes sense, right? And then a Worm is another very young account, a 156 ID, 61 mil kills on his Altark, and you know this is what probably KVK 7, maybe 8 for him. Get down here, Miriam. We just actually took another one, younger ID, and I think her and KPZ's account's pretty similar. She has like another like full. She also has like a full crit half set. That's pretty well developed after that ID. So interesting. Lesko's your boy, another Aussie, right?
Yeah.
And he came in this cycle.
Yeah, he's. I've known him for a while.
Yeah, Acid, RIP, kind of got busy with life. And then I think that's it. Oh no, Kerr's the last one. All right, so Kerr, out of all the people we took, has the lowest KP, 167 ID. This will be KVK 5 for him. All right, so we'll see how he does. And Kerr from KP is ranked at 94, right? And we have a couple that are like in the clouds. So in total, I think we're like 86 or 86, 87 mains now. Going into KVK, maybe picking up a few more. All right, so sucks. I don't think you actually even knew what seed we're in, right? I don't think you came because you thought we were like, it's like, I think you came just to play with friends. So you didn't know too much about us before you came in.
Oh yeah, I'm just going with ER. We're following ER.
Okay. So we're just following our 30 bill KP guy.
Yeah.
So thoughts on our migration? Like, I don't know if you ever actually like saw the accounts, like go through it, anything. If it's not positive, just don't say it.
Yeah, I think there's potential, right? We have to see how they do in like.
All right.
Obviously, if we clear into Orleans is like. I think Orleans is like one of the most painful KVKs to play just because of all the auxiliary skills. So this will be like a test for all these new players, if they can actually manage.
Yeah.
Because you know, once you get the 3 aux skills in Kingsland, it hurts like crazy. So.
Yeah, and if you just don't
it'll
have
be a test
enough,
for them.
If you just don't have enough commanders, then like you don't even have the good aux skills. Yeah.
I mean, you can use epic commanders, but obviously older accounts will benefit a lot more in Orleans.
Yeah. All right. Let me actually pull this up. All right, and then you guys, I assume you guys all are familiar with a new infantry commander now?
Yeah, I saw both of them.
Okay, so
Field and Garrison, yeah.
Let's put this on the screen. So let's what are your plans with this guy? Let's start with Boba. So what are your plans with this guy? Obviously you're gonna invest for him, but like if you invest, you have 1 or 2. I don't think anyone has 3 inf marches. What do you plan on pairing them with? We'll just go from there. Boba. We'll start with Boba. What do you think about this dude?
Yeah, I think he sounds really nice. I think his 3rd skill, there's a lot of like, how is that actually going to perform?
I was told this might be asked backwards. I know the first two skills are right. This one, when I put it together, it was like it was first released. So which one's his third skill?
Oh, okay. Sorry. I guess the malice stacks.
Okay.
The malice stacks one.
Okay. So what are your thoughts on this?
Like,
Wait, I
so
think
I
you,
guess
have you have the expertise and the fourth skill swapped.
Yeah. One of them's jacked up. So forgive me for that. Okay. So the third skill.
400k enemy units is the expertise. 400k enemy units.
That's like you don't even need expertise this guy then.
Not really.
That
a
expertise
weird
skill is like
skill.
nothing there is like that good. Like that's one of the most useless skills I've seen, especially for a new commander. But despite that, just his active skill is like so fucking good. I don't think it even matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah.
what about the malice?
So I think it's just a question of how well is it actually gonna work. Like long term in field fights, the poking, the polling. Like if you're face tanking, I feel like malice might be actually beneficial. Or if you're specifically targeting like low health marches, but I mean when I'm fighting, I'm not targeting low health marches. I'm just clicking on the closest one and hoping like I'm gonna get a skill cycle off on them. But my plan, because I have 2 accounts. One of them, the native, I'm still building out. Funnily enough, I just finished expertising Ragnar Prime from dailies.
Yeah.
And Scipio Prime is 5551.
Yeah.
So I'm like sitting on like 900, nearly 1,000 gold heads, and I've just been waiting to see what the Imp Commander looks like. And so maybe I replace my Alex with him, or my other option is I continue building out like my archer and then my second cav march. So I don't know where I stand with him, honestly, for the native. For the other account, the big account, actually I could run 3 inf marches if I wanted to. And so I'm kind of thinking that I'm going to do LC Alex, so I can still keep taking advantage of Alex's instant proc damage from LC's expertise skill, Ragnar Skippy, and then run BQ and like William Wallace or BQ Phillip. Haven't decided yet, but that's kind of what I'm thinking of.
All right. Well, I kind of missed it. When you said on your native, you're not sure where you stand with them. You're talking about this guy, or you're talking about someone else?
For
your native,
for my native, like the. Sorry, what was your question?
You said something about like I'm not sure where I stand with him. Were you talking about this guy, or were you talking about someone else? Because you said you expertise
BQ,
Ragnar.
BQ.
Okay. You're not sure where you stand with him?
Well, so I'm not sure if I want to. What I mean is, because I have LC Alex, I'm thinking of like what's the like the cost benefit of me using my like 1,000 or so gold heads on instant expertising this guy, or getting him like 5551, if you will, if his expertise isn't necessarily needed. I'm like thinking, what's the cost benefit of me saying, hey, I have Alex, I'm just going to completely bench him, slot in this guy, and then that stops me from further building out like my 5 March setup. So I'm trying to think of, do I want to continue on building my 5 March setup, or kind of pause on that and use a large majority of those heads into this new Imp Commander to make my like Smite infantry march do even better.
All right, and then if you're going to run 2 Inf, how would you run it with your native or your other account? How would you run it?
Yeah.
What do you think?
If I was to invest in this guy, if he just ended up being super broken, which the 5 target AoE is crazy. So I mean that in and of itself might be an instant invest. So I'd probably run LC BQ and then Ragnar Skippy, because that's what I have.
Right.
And then if I could only do 2 with the other account, it'd probably be LC Alex, and then BQ William Wallace or BQ Phillip.
Okay. William Wallace or BQ Phillip.
Yeah,
a lot of people
what
mention
I'm
that.
thinking.
Okay. Socks. You have 5 marches now, right?
Yeah, this guy for me is definitely replacing Alex. I mean, I have the heads. I think I have 800 heads. I mean, the AoE is just enough reason to run it, right? It's more damage than Luce. Yeah. Obviously, some of the skills are, I'd say, worse. After the second skill, I'd say third and fourth skill I'm not sold on. I'd say Luce has better skills, but this guy's more damage on his active than Luce. So that's like a really big reason for me to just bench Alex at this point. Besides that, like I said, I also have questions with the Malice, how it's going to work. I do think it's possible this guy could be good for rallies also, just because of like if you lose units, you do more damage. So on rallies, I could see maybe the Malice having more impact there.
Yeah.
But obviously, like I said, this guy will probably replace Alex, probably replace even Philip for some people. Who else is there? Luce, Alex, Luce, Philip. Who else do we use with Luce nowadays? Luce, Alex, Luce, Philip.
Some people still do
Scipio
Lucha
sometimes.
Scipio, yeah.
Luce, Scipio. Yeah, I think Scipio might be out also. I think what's going to survive into infantry right now is just Ragnar, Luce, this guy, and the last one.
Scipio, right?
Scipio. Oh yeah, Scipio does make it with Scipio Ragnar.
Yeah.
I was also thinking about Luce, Alex, and then like this guy with I don't know,
Yar's
someone else like Rag. I don't know. I
Yar-
was trying to think of other pairings, but
Yar's coming back with Lucha Herald and Lucha Martel. Fuck out of here, Yar.
that's what he used the cheeseburger all last KVK.
Oh, is that what he did? Oh, hey, six fill KP with Lucha. You know, the whole 1960 is familiar with Yar's Lucha. Yeah. Okay. Toby, what are you gonna do with this, or how are you gonna pair this?
Yeah, I'm probably similar to everybody else. Like, I'm probably bench Alex now. I've got the Ragnar Skippy. I don't know. I'm interested to see how Philip works with the Malice stacks and like if that the extra active skill sort of thing could do something. Because I run him with ZL now, and obviously by the next time Archers come around, I'm assuming there'll be a good pairing there.
Dude,
I've got the heads, but yeah.
If this is the infantry commander, I feel like the next archer has to be like absolutely like disgusting, like the best in the cycle,
Yeah.
right? Because like
Well, I
archers
really
are
need to
just
go
not in a
like
good place.
through Archers, so yeah.
Yeah,
Because I still run YSG, and Herman, so I probably need to really get 2 archer commanders this cycle, if that's either going backwards with Asher or whatever it is.
yeah.
So I've got the heads to do it, but we'll just wait and see. I think Philip will be interesting. If not, obviously just with LC will be fine.
Yeah, I think to me the big thing depends on like how I think we all agree it's going to be better, right? Like LC,
Yeah.
BQ is going to be better, or BQ LC in that order is then LC Alex. It's just like how much better is it, right? If it's like
Yeah.
10% better, then I think I would keep LC Alex together and then explore another pairing for BQ. Then I could have 2 really good inf marches on the field, right? But if it's like 15-20% better than LC Alex, then you just keep them together and you just do Ragnar Scipio.
Yeah.
And then I think if people, there's still some people with 3 infantry marches. If you're gonna go 3, for sure you just keep Ragnar Scipio together, and then it's probably LC Alex, and then it's BQ William Wallace, right?
Wallace. Yeah.
So a lot of it just depends. Okay, like the thing looks disgusting. Now when we actually run this on the field, like how much better is BQ LC than LC Alex? Which at this point, I keep thinking LC Alex is gonna die, and it just doesn't. Right? I thought William Wallace is gonna be better. I thought LC Philip was gonna be better than LC Alex, and it just hasn't been when I've tried it. So I don't know.
I think one thing also to add on is that this commander is a smite commander, right? So
Yeah.
the smite tree will buff his damage a lot. Alex is really just a sort of supplement to Luce. Like,
Yeah.
Alex gives a lot of stats, right? Alex just boosts the overall damage that Luce can do. So I think this commander will do quite a lot. I mean, because it's also a smite commander. It has huge AoE. It'll get buffed by the smite tree. So I do think it'll be a considerable amount better than Alex. That's my initial impression, at least.
Ski, you should see Alex's proc of Arthur. Disgusting. Yeah, like there's something about like combo attack with like a short, like Alex Simpson proc. There's almost like too much synergy, right? What about the pincer formation? Any guys? What are your guys' plans for that?
I'm probably gonna. I guess it depends on the legendaries, but I was like not gonna go into it. Obviously, Arch is probably still better DPS overall with boosting all normal attack. But if your legendaries are that amazing, I guess you're going to have to go into it especially if there's like the two smart commanders together.
Yeah, Boba, Socks. What about this pincer formation for you guys? You have a plan for that?
Yeah, I don't know if I have one yet, because I think like just theory crafting it and looking at, they have delta formation. That's essentially just like the reciprocal of pincer, but for combo damage. It wasn't really like game busting different. It's good, like it's not bad by any stretch of the means, but I worry that, again, am I investing too many resources, too finite resources into going more pincer, and it's just not really going to end up being what I need, and I could just keep with my arch stuff and just transfer it over, or just maintain it. And really what if I was losing 2 to 3% on open field because I didn't go pincer? I probably wouldn't care. I'd be like, it's 2 to 3%. It doesn't matter. I'm still out there fielding.
Okay, so you wouldn't if you were gonna pull, right? So right now, like pincer's out. Like what would you actually pull for your, say, like 3 when you travel?
I'd probably still do arch wedge, and then I probably would pull pincer just for that.
Yeah.
But if I was doing choice chests, whatever I'm closest to for pity, which on both accounts is still wedge. I'm like 6 out of 10 for it on both for wedge.
All right.
So I'm just gonna keep pulling that.
All right. Socks, what about a free-to-play advice? Like what's your free-to-play pull for armaments?
Arc looks better, but we have to see the special inscriptions like Toby was saying. I just think this formation doesn't look that promising, just because Arc is better like in fights, I think. But it depends how the inscriptions look. They push it back a lot, so hopefully they're maybe cooking something good. But we have to see the Hunter Sought inscription. I think the Hunter Sought inscription is what's going to be the most important, like the scroll inscription, whatever it's called.
Right. So like, is it better than destructive, or like how much better is it than destructive, essentially?
Yeah, I think it should be, but overall, like, because we see like combo or delta is pretty good because of butterfly now.
Yeah.
If there's something like that for pincer, I think it could be good, but it really just depends.
And then Arne, bro, check Milk Discord DMs ASAP. I'm gonna not do that right now. Okay. So what are you actually, Socks? What are you actually pulling right now? If you're pulling armaments, like, are you pulling wedge? Are you pulling arch? Like what?
I'm definitely pulling wedge for pity, wedge, arc, and delta. So wedge, arc, and delta. Yeah, those 3.
Okay. So have you actually gotten a special yet? Like, or are you waiting for getting your first one for pity?
Oh no, I haven't got one yet. I'm on pity with 6 out of 10 on wedge.
Okay. That's crazy. And I mean, you've been playing since armaments came out.
Yeah, it's slow.
Yeah,
It's a slow grind.
Okay, cool. Let's change topics a little. Boba. So,
Yes.
Are you in leadership in 3473?
I was.
Oh no.
So I pretty much
don't get yourself in trouble. Okay.
So no, I won't get myself in trouble. So essentially, I wouldn't say I was in leadership, but I think they kept me more in the loop. Sometimes I was like promoted to R4 for like various things, like watching Door to the Alliance, stuff like that. But I was in this like group chat with like all the main leaders. And when I told them, because I told them ahead of time, I was like, hey, just by the way, I'm migrating in 1981. I just want you guys to know, had a great time here. And I'll catch y'all later. And it was like a week before I actually migrated, and they removed me from the chat. It's like, okay. And then I like got that other account that's in 3473 and like clearly gonna fight in that kingdom. And I never got invited back. So I wouldn't say necessarily like in leadership, but I was like, I had a finger on like migration because I was actually a migration officer.
Oh shit. Okay, but you guys are like still cool in 3473, obviously.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
No. We're still cool.
It's just you're not back in the leadership chat anymore. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you're obviously just brand new in 1981, so no responsibilities there.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll tell you the rumor mill that I'm hearing. right? Which might not be true.
Okay.
But that 3473 and 1981 are going to queue into the same map together, right? So before it was going to be Keener. Now they took Keener away as Heroic Anthem, right? Like whichever one, whether it's Britain, HA, or Orleans, 1981 and 3473 are going to queue together. Do you know anything about that, or like maybe, again, not in leadership?
Yeah. I've heard the rumors too, and like I don't know what's gonna happen. So I could have both accounts in the exact same KVK at the exact same time.
Okay.
Like it's a very real possibility.
Oh,
I don't know what the plan is, because it's like my young account in 1981, one more established kingdom. If they go Orleans for some reason, like that account just does not have the like depth for all the auxiliary skills.
Yeah.
So like maybe first zone opening, doing okay. Second zone opening, there's going to be a bigger gap, and then King's Landing, even as we get farther along, a way bigger gap. The other account, the one with depth, is like I could do Orleans, like that's awesome.
Right.
So I don't know, but the other thing with like 3473 is it is still a young kingdom, a lot of young accounts there. So they're still trying to consider that.
Right.
So they're like, I keep getting pinged in Discord, in both kingdom Discords, of like, hey, we need you guys to vote on a KVK map that we're gonna do, our KVK story, and it's like all over the place.
Okay, so do you have like an inkling? Like, do you have a guess what's gonna happen, or like no idea?
I have a feeling it's not gonna be Orleans.
That's what I'm feeling.
And it's probably gonna be like HA or King of All Britain. But it just depends on like who else is going to queue into that, because I think both kingdoms, like 3473 wants to prove themselves in their first like KVK 5, and then 1981 needs to and wants to like have a tough fight with higher level kingdoms to like maintain that reputation.
So if you guys queue again, you have no idea, right? Because you're not in leadership or both, right? So this is just a regular kingdom member. If you guys both queue into, say, Heroic Anthem, and everyone else goes Orleans, right?
Yeah.
And then you guys are the two biggest kingdoms on the map, and then you ally together. I don't know. I don't know how the perception of that,
Yeah, for sure.
All right. So yeah, that's what I feel. That's what I get the feeling, right? I don't know about the reason why 1981 doesn't want to do Orleans. It makes sense that a kingdom going to KVK 5 is hesitant on doing Orleans.
As far as I know, 1981 took in a lot of like younger accounts. Like I'm seeing names, a couple new names in there that like I've seen for a while in the 3400s.
Yeah.
And I'm like, holy cow, like those are young accounts. Like just like me, they made their way. And so I don't know how many new young accounts they took in, but I think they're just considering like, oh, we don't potentially have that many new migrants who could really do Orleans efficiently or well.
So 1981, they don't do Orleans. They have a huge influx of younger accounts, and to be responsible to the younger accounts, they're gonna go and do a different map. That'll be the
potentially. That's how I'm understanding it.
Okay. All right. Well, I think it's already it's well known. I hope 1981 is on our map. I think that'll be real fun. But
I do too.
To be determined, I guess.
Because you're gonna see Boba Taya is rallying bus driver.
Boba T. Yeah, you check out Rally into my
line so you can do it.
Hey, I have
I won't do it to Socks. I have too much. I got respect for the free to play grind for Socks. I could never do that if he randomed.
My Heraclius Martel will with a tercio formation, we'll have to try to hold up. Let's see what happens.
All right. We'll try it. We'll see what happens.
Okay. All right. So let's actually take a look at your two kingdoms, right? Since you have a count, and can you share your screen? We'll do 3473 first.
Yeah. Let me get it pulled up here.
So 3473, from what I understand, is kind of like the new hot KVK5 kingdom, right? Like you guys won KVK 1 through 4. You have some really big spenders. Doesn't like boom 3 have like an alt there or something too?
Oh, I don't know. What's his alt like name?
All right, so on here it says again, this is a few days old, right? Like ours is outdated. You guys have like more KP than us, right? 743 bill. Lower power for the top 300. Right? No. Yeah, a little lower.
Well, sorry, so you want to start with 73?
Yeah, let's start with 73.
All right.
And then
Get over there.
pop this up.
Switch over. I was in the 81.
Okay. All right, let me move this
It's
over.
loading in. Is it showing the screen?
Yeah, it's showing. Let me remove this.
Okay. Cool.
All right, you're piloting now. In charge.
Oh, whoa. You can't let me do that. Whoa, it's like super laggy. Holy cow.
All right, so this is Boba's 3473 account, SVIP. Actually, let's show off the account a little bit, right? It's a good account.
Might as well. 7
marches.
know, 7 marches. 7 marches. Can run 7 marches, but the 7th is like this is the Archer main set for equipment.
So are you gonna
pretty close to all tier 5.
Would you be the Archer rally in this kingdom?
I don't think so, as far as I understand. Like leadership hasn't approached me or asked like, hey, can you be rally lead or one of the rally leads? But I'll still rally if they want me to. I think it has sufficient.
So
gear
if
elements for
me,
it.
Toby, or Socks random TP, and you were gonna rally us, is this the one you're gonna?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the one I'd rally you with. Yeah.
And what would you use? Asher Henry? What would be your go-to?
Ooh, I mean, Asher Henry's a good one. You could just do like ZL Asher. But I don't know, probably Asher Henry, I would think. Yeah. I think that'd be my go-to. But yeah, so that's the Archer main set.
The Inf? All right.
Inf main set. The armaments are really sad. My native has a way better setup than these, honestly, stats wise and inscription wise.
This doesn't intimidate Socks though. He's used to this. He's running
this
this
is
all
like free to play armaments. Average free
Whoa,
to play.
hey.
Whoa!
Dang.
Chill. I just called you free to play armaments.
I bet you really did.
Gotta max out that Imperium bundle.
Dude, I did that already, and I got nothing.
Dude, it's the Imperium bundle is getting frustrating.
Yeah. So as we kind of keep moving along, so that the gear is lacking. Like I feel like four for sure, solid marches. Like
Okay.
I don't think anybody's gonna question that, but I need to work a lot more as we keep going along, for like filling out accessories. So even though these are crit for leadership, this would be like the 3rd inf set.
And just to kind of give people an idea of 3473, if you had to rank this account in 3473, like where would it rank?
Yeah. I would say, like out of all of them here, it's gonna be in like top 30.
Top 30. Okay.
Top 30. Yeah.
Okay, but is it like
in
20 to 30? Like
Go ahead.
definitely not top 20, or like what range?
I don't know. Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, I'd maybe put it top 20, but I feel confident that I'd be in that 20 to 30 range based on just like not KVK performance, but like just like what the account has, equipment, like armaments, that kind of stuff. I would say it's like top 30, but we'll get into it.
All right. So the top end
I've
accounts.
been struggling in Canyon.
Top end accounts in this kingdom's pretty good.
Yeah. I've been struggling in Canyon, partially because I also just don't know what I'm doing in Canyon. I just hit attack.
Okay. All right. So let's start out with the I guess Alliance KP.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Okay, so 660. That's actually like right around where we're at, but wait,
Yeah.
why is this so much higher? Where's all this KP hiding? Let's see.
This KP is hiding right here.
Oh, Glock. Oh no.
What's I
up?
forgot you guys got Glock. Oh,
yeah, wait. Tell us a story, because
Oh, no.
I don't.
you don't know what
Dude,
happened?
You know what? I don't know what happened, man. So I logged in one day.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, you know what? I wonder like where we're at on migration. And I checked our Alliance KP, and I was like, whoa, holy cow! Like, who came in? And it said individual power. Like, I was looking here, it said Glock, and I was like, whoa, someone's higher than Akanata? Like, who came in?
Yeah.
And then I saw this guy, and he was in the Alliance. He was in the Alliance.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And now he's just not. And I don't know the story at all. All I know is that he came in.
Yeah.
He was in Alliance. Now he's out of Alliance. I think he's in Zone 1.
Yeah.
One of the Zone 1s. And like from what I heard, he like thinks we're agents of 60 GT or something like that. And so he's like calling us he's like calling us all liars. Like anybody who messages him, he just instantly blocks. So I don't know what the deal with him is.
Holy shit.
I have no idea.
Is he like terrorizing you guys? Is he just chilling in Zone 1?
No. He's just chill. Like, he's not farm killing, because I think he's in Zone 1. But like, I don't know who this is. I've never seen this guy. I don't know his history. I don't know what kingdom he comes from. Like, I have no idea.
From 960,
yeah, it came from 960.
Okay.
I think we
he played
go ahead.
1 KVK 960 or 2 KVKs came from 1093 to 960.
Okay.
Now it's with you guys, I guess.
So he's here. So I don't really know what's going on, like why he's out of Alliance, because he's been out of Alliance for like 5 days.
Oh no!
I want to say
5 days.
Yeah, like
I heard there was
5 days.
I heard there was some issue with MGE with him, I think.
Oh really? He didn't like steal last MGE.
Oh, that's
he wasn't even in.
He was like
top
pushing,
20.
and then the leadership got mad or something. I don't know.
That's what I heard too. Like something with MGE, and then he was pushing, and he got kicked out, and then
that's a story that I heard, at least.
Interesting.
That is a story.
Okay.
Well, so to be determined.
To be determined.
What are you gonna do with this 510
million power?
Like I mean, it's like, is this guy gonna accept a vacation permit or?
I don't know. All I know is if he's not in Alliance, like that's just straight swarming power. And so as soon as we enter KVK map, I'm just bubbling. I'm just instant bubbling. Like I don't trust that at all.
Okay.
I'd rather not risk it until I'm like on territory.
Okay. All right. So hopefully that gets resolved.
Hopefully he's chill.
Because he can't migrate for 30 days, right? So maybe he'll.
I think it's not really an issue, but like Glock he's Brazilian, I think, or something. Yeah. So his native language is Portuguese. His English is not that good. So I think there's a lot of like miscommunications with the language. That's an issue with Glock.
Is.
Yeah.
There probably is.
Probably misunderstands some things we're saying, or I don't know, some things he takes offense to. So
did he know someone before? Like what? How do you end up here in the first place?
I have no idea. Honestly, because so I knew like some people who were going to be migrating in at a certain point, and then when I left, like when I told them I was leaving, they removed me from all like officer permissions, which is like, yeah, that makes sense. I see that. And so I knew some people coming in. I didn't know that he was coming in. I didn't see that discussion at all, or like what that looked like. All
right, so I guess introduce us to 3473.
Yeah. Okay. I think most people who are familiar with 3473 are familiar with at least Akanata, for sure. Dude's crazy. He'll drop because he has a Korean account, he can save up all his GCs to drop them all in one day. And so he literally just like saves them all up. You know when he needs gems, because he'll start opening like all like the iron chests and silver chests, and that'll flood like the rare gift section. But like the other day he did like 70 all in one day.
Wait, so this dude just like hoards the chest until he's ready to open them, and he just like opens them
pretty
all
much.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he just opens them all at once.
Doing that.
Yeah, he I think Oppo did a stream for the last like the Zenith of Power push with the boat skin, and he opened 220 at once.
Yeah.
He had been
Oh.
hoarding that long.
Oh wait, didn't Yara have 600 something too, or was it 4 something? It's 6 something, right?
This is a new autark. This is
What-
brand new
Yeah,
as of his last
what was
KVK.
Yara's when we're looking at it? Was it like 614
400 and something, I think.
or something? I don't know. This guy, okay.
Yeah.
And he
So
probably
this account almost got 10
Okay.
billion kill points.
Okay.
Last KVK for our
Okay.
KVK 4.
this guy's terrifying. Actually, what's his highest power?
Yeah. Oh, his highest power is 239 million.
All right.
Yeah. This account's crazy.
Does he rally too, or
Yeah, rally and garrison.
is it like each troop
Um,
type, or he just likes one? He like specializes in?
I think he has a good cav set and a good arch set. Like he can do cav and archer. I don't think he can do
Yeah.
infantry. I think infantry isn't like his stronger or his strongest set.
Where was he
Um,
before he came here? Like before he started this?
This guy was a native guy. So actually, if we scroll down here, this is his native account. Which like VIP 18, I think was it? Yeah, 166 days in.
Okay.
So like this guy started here, then,
And then-
got that other account and brought
Wow,
it
and
for
then-
KVK2.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So I don't know like where he started from initially, honestly.
Like just scroll a little
Like,
lower
he's-
so we can't see Glock on there.
All right, yeah. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah. Azrael, this is another guy. He started in like 3478, I want to say. He also has a native account here. I think it's no longer like someone else. He just gave it to somebody else. Quote unquote gave it.
Yeah.
This was an account from I want to say 960 or 2377. That he brought here.
Right.
And he got rid of his other account, which may still be in the kingdom. The guy may have actually kept it in the kingdom, but who acquired the account, I think his intention was to migrate it away.
Yeah. How come all of these autarks are like right around 15 million dead?
Just
Well,
crazy
not
autarks.
yeah. This is all right.
Yeah. This guy was rallying a ton last KVK 4. I can't remember his troop type that he was using though. But that guy's scary. This guy came with we'll get down to him, but it's Charlie Mofo and it's Prest Mofo. They're like two friends. They were in 33008 together. And so they both migrated here. And so they're good buds. I can't beat this guy in Sunset, I swear. It pisses me off. This guy, he had also kind of like native to 3473 acquired, manifested an account. Brought it here.
Did 3473 start as like a jumper or like how are there all these players like big players that just like started there?
Yeah, so it started as a jumper, and the King Lucifer, which Lucifer, I'd have to find the specific account here, this one. So Lucifer, I actually was with him in 3324. I think I told you this bus before, but I faced Jackie 3321 in KVK1. Craziest KVK1. Like I won for the books. That was the most insane KVK. Lucifer was an R4, one of the alliances there, and he like started the jumper, but then all these like this whole other group also jumped there, bigger players like took over the kingdom. So he left. He invited me to 3473. And so like I made my way here eventually. So he's been playing for a while. I can't remember what other kingdoms he's been in, but him and Levi are usually who I pair together. As
but he's not the king anymore, right? Like Arcanata is. Or, like how does
no,
that leadership work?
Lucifer's the king, and then in terms of leadership, you have Levi, who is down here. Levi. This guy's technically holding king title, but he's like one of the kings. I'll just show alliance. This may make it easier. So Akanata, Night Fury. Akanata is part of leadership, but it's a lot of pilots, honestly, that are like running this account.
Whoa. You're
Knight-
exposing this dude.
Well, I mean, I won't lie. Night Fury, Lucifer, Levi.
Okay.
These are just individuals that are in R4. I wouldn't say are like in leadership, if you will.
Okay.
And then largely like other leadership people kind of just help out.
And then about how many mains are in this kingdom?
How many? Oh, that's a great question, honestly. I mean, if we will, let's go individual power. There's some who are in the clouds, as we can see here. But we'll scroll down. Probably somewhere in the hundreds, I would say. If they're in 73D, it means that they're a main. Yeah, okay. So like we've reached kind of past. So I'd say about 100.
100,
roughly.
and then a few in the clouds. So probably like somewhere between like around 95, maybe 90 to 95.
In terms of the new people we've gotten in, for like migration. So it's Pressed. This guy came in with our most recent migration.
Okay.
This account here, which, someone can pronounce that for
See,
me.
we should. Hey, maybe 3473 and us should just go queue HA or something, and we'll just fight each other.
Yeah.
Right. I think you guys.
Good.
I think you guys have like 5 to 7 more mains right now. Stats are pretty close though.
Yeah.
So,
So this was the previous owner of the current account that I'm on.
Okay.
And then I mean, I won't share it publicly, but this account comes from
well-known 960 account.
A well-known 2377 account.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's not sure.
I won't say it
Is
publicly.
it? It's not Shark, is it? Okay.
No. It's not Shark. It's not Shark.
Peppa
It is
bought
not.
Shark's account.
Who?
Yeah, Peppa got Shark.
Oh yeah. That's true. All right. Okay.
I'm trying to see here who else is new. Seth Offender. I'll shout out Seth just because me and him were like the two top high end in 3470 when we started out together, and
then,
so I have to shout him out.
And then maybe there's like why is 1981 and 3473 so like tied together? What's the history or what's the relationship? You guys never fought
honestly,
together.
Yeah, we've never fought together.
Yeah.
As far as I know, it comes down to getting like pilots ultimately. As from what I understand, is a lot of 1981 and 3473 will pilot for each other.
Okay.
And so there's just an established relationship there with that. So like queuing into the same KVK is kind of like, like we're just removing like a big chunk of like assistance, if you will, which that's piloting's a conversation in and of itself. But until it's addressed, it's a very real reality.
I'll put it this way, right? I'll just be honest. It's scary queuing into a KVK with you guys without bigger kingdoms around. Because if it's like us, 3092, 3473, and 1981, and we're the 3 biggest kingdoms on the map, like, what do you think is going to happen, right? Like, we're the smallest one, right? But if you guys are this close, you guys aren't going to fight each other. So if we did that without some other big kingdoms around, I think Diplo or matchmaking would be kind of cooked from the start. So that's kind of the concern, hopefully.
Totally.
Yeah, but if there's like a lot of bigger kingdoms around, and you could kind of mix and match and figure out the ally situation, I think that's like a lot more enticing. All right, Toby, Socks, thoughts on this kingdom? Be nice.
No, it looks solid.
Just don't say anything.
No, like, you can see it's got a lot of big spenders and stuff, which is crazy as well.
Yeah.
For like a young kingdom, it seemed like you see all those like 34s or like whatever, the ones that are coming into KVK 5. They always seem massive, and then they lose one, or they get into stock and they lose. But like, I know because you guys did a 3v1, didn't you, Boba? Like last KVK.
Yeah, 1v3. So Fire Camp versus all.
Wait, Boba, can you pull up the KP again?
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like probably one of the biggest KPs I've seen for a KVK 5
Oh, yeah.
kingdom.
Oh, for
so
sure,
it's
yeah.
impressive.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'd be definitely interesting to see how you go in this KVK. I mean, you always
Yeah.
see like the big ones, like I don't know, 3159, 3217,
Can you start
3308, whatever. Like,
Boba, can you scroll down to kind of where like the native accounts start? Let me just say like how many are like non-natives and how many are more natives. So these are all natives, right?
A lot of these are
Well,
natives.
yeah. What about like higher up? Like
I would say
what
that starts-
like how many? Where does it start?
Probably here. These two.
Wait, really? You have
Yeah,
players
these two-
under
these
1
two
bill
are
KP.
natives.
What about
Yeah.
what about like 85th place? Like that's not a native.
I mean that ID is pretty much the same as
Yeah, it's
mine.
very
Mine's
young.
177.
Okay.
This is 178.
Yeah, this is okay. So go. So I guess
This is a native. This
What
is
about-
a native.
go a little higher. Let's get to like about 70. Let's see. So what about these accounts? Well, not baby.
Native,
Okay.
native,
Or like-
native.
Or native-ish, right? Because if you let's just say it's like it started like
Yeah.
a kingdom later. Okay.
Yeah, 173. So I mean, yeah, close enough. Let me just. I'm trying to remember who else
Not
here.
Explorer,
Baby
okay.
G, not Baby G. X count. No, I already clicked that one. Oh, Oni. Oh, Oni's not a native. Max
Okay.
native.
So probably like 25
Or,
to
again, like
25 to
Jason-
30
Jason.
natives that are in the
Native.
top 100.
Yeah,
Okay.
this guy just hit SVIP, and he's a 175
Whoa,
ID.
whoa. Yo, click on his altar.
I mean,
real
like
quick.
is
That's fucking-
crazy for a KVK.
Are you kidding me? 174? 175?
Yeah, 1754.
SVIP?
4 KVKs.
DMs.
Yeah.
Get in the DMs, dude.
Hey, wait.
Whoa,
What's his
whoa,
name?
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Wait,
Get-
hold
no,
on,
no, no, no,
Blanks?
no.
Wait,
Let's
hold
go
on,
up,
wait.
let's go
Let
up.
me take a screenshot. Wait. Wait, let me think. How much do you have to spend to hit SVIP? in this amount
Oh,
of
I don't
time?
want to. I could tell you. I don't want to tell you.
Okay.
Too much.
It's. I think it's like. It's ballparking. I'm ballparking it.
This is pretty wild.
I'm ballparking it. It's
Yeah.
about 80,000.
Jesus. All right.
About.
Yeah. So
It's crazy.
for younger kingdoms like this, it's always like kind of like unknown, right? Like how are they going to do in KBK 5?
Yeah.
You guys look pretty set up though, so
Yeah, I'm pumped.
yeah, it's kind of crazy actually.
And it's crazy for like natives to be
Whoa,
4 or
wait.
5 bill KP after
Wait.
KVK 4.
Open that up
Mhm.
again. Is JP here? Is that JP I just saw? Or maybe. Oh, I saw a JP. Yeah. Was this guy like always
Different
been
JP.
here, or it's a different JP? All right.
Different JP, the one
Okay.
you're thinking
I was
of.
gonna say, come on, man. Okay, all right. It was just different one. or whatever. Okay. Okay, cool. All right,
I
that's
think
interesting.
is Levi from 3217 as well?
So something like that. I think. Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember like I randomly made a farm in that kingdom, and then it popped off and became this massive like early imp of whatever, and I was like, oh god. And there's all these big names. I think I remember Levi from being there.
All right,
That's like the JP and Slays and stuff as well.
all right. Let's check out 1981.
Yeah. Okay. Let me just big
Let me,
10.
yeah, let me. I'll let you switch over. Let me know, and
Yeah.
then
Go.
I gotta head off
on.
anyway, but as well. So
all right.
Going now.
uh,
I'll show you. Yeah.
enjoy.
I'll show you this.
All right, Toby.
And then
Thanks for hopping on.
I will. I will
Anyways, I'll talk to you
also
later.
peace
All right,
off. Peace out
All right.
after 1981.
All right, let's see. What did I just do?
But switching now.
All right, 1981.
Mm-hmm.
Please queue for Orleans, 1981.
Not too far. Okay. Starting with rankings.
I don't know how familiar are you with these guys? You've been here for what? Like a week?
Oh. roughly maybe 2 weeks.
All right, so they're clearly just bigger, right? So like you guys were like 660.
Yeah.
I think like with everyone in the same alliance, we're like 650, and then these guys are just like 200, like over 200 bill higher in KP.
More. Yeah.
This is where Big
I haven't.
Kane
This is actually interesting. Yeah, Big Kane.
All right, let's do some accounts. You know, check out these guys.
Let's do it. So do you want to start with power or kills?
It's kills.
Kills.
Oh, you're 146 in this
Fine.
kingdom.
Oh yeah. It is drastically different in this kingdom. With this account.
So is it like if you're at 146? So does that mean you guys are like almost like a full alliance of mains?
I think roughly, yeah. I mean, here we'll just scroll down. I mean, there's a ton like cloud.
Oh, those are all cloud. Okay.
Cloud.
There's a lot of out of lines.
Cloud.
Yeah.
Like tons as I get farther down. So,
Okay.
like this is a farm.
Oh, God.
This is a farm second account higher than this
Okay.
native.
All right.
So,
All right.
I'm assuming that's probably a farm.
But probably also
Yeah.
100 players, or how many?
I would say, I mean,
Well, we could probably look at the.
I'd say at least 100.
You can look at the alliance, right? And first, like, see like R1, how many farms are in there? 'Cause-
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So usually, what I do is if I want to try to figure out how many, because they're gonna fill out the main alliance, and then you just like try to figure out how many farms, and then just main alliance numbers minus farms, and that's about how many mains.
Yeah. So this looks like all mains, or except for these
One,
two.
Okay.
Great name.
And are R2's farms also, or what?
R2 probably is farms.
That's
Yeah, it looks like it's
our
farms.
two
All farms.
farms. Yeah.
Okay,
So it's around 95 mains then with R4s.
Yeah.
Wait, R3's mains? Oh, they are
R2's
mains.
Yeah.
Our threes are mains.
That's-
Yeah.
Okay.
Except maybe,
Maybe.
except like maybe these three.
Wait, so you're saying 3473 has more mains than 1981, right? Because there's even a farm in R4.
Yeah.
And then freaking
little
Kane.
Kane's holding
Yeah,
our.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't-
Oh wow, okay. I thought you guys when I first thought, I thought you guys had like maybe like 140 players. Okay, so this is just like just straight up just like average players just have higher KP.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
All right, let's check out some of these players. Do you know who
Yeah,
their
we can go through it.
biggest players are? Who's the best account of this?
I believe Giovanni actually is.
Giovanni. Okay.
Yeah, from what I've heard, he has like the craziest stuff. Which
Socks, you know this guy?
Wow.
No, never heard of him.
Got that oil money. All right, Dash.
Mr. Death. See, 146 million. A lot of heals. There you go. Let's see.
Nice album.
Snowboarding.
Yeah,
I'm not clicking.
Looks like he has an active life, you know, not just rock only. Good for him.
Big
Kane.
Kane, of course.
Kane is third. All right.
Not to glaze him, but I liked his entire album.
Oh God.
I had to. I've also we should actually go and see if I've liked. I'll be honest, Socks. I don't know if I've liked your album because I don't think I've like gone and found your account to like it. But big Bus Driver, I think I've liked yours too.
Do I actually
We'll
have
see.
an album? I don't even remember. Dude.
You do, yeah.
Oh, I haven't looked at it in so long. All right. So 220. What was it? 224. Is that Kane's kills? So that's the number to shoot for. This KVK.
Yeah,
224. All right, got it.
224. You got it. That's easy for
224.
you. That's light.
That's your number to beat this KVK.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's light.
My Lucha BQ. In and out of cities. All right. Redskins.
Crazy there.
That's that's the guy with the 2 bill KP farm, right? I think I've seen this guy. I think he was I think when I was piloting, I think it was like war leading or something. 61 million deads. Oh, by the way, how many was that BT Cyborg? How many deads did he like? His soundtrack's crazy, right? How many deads did he get in 1 KBK?
Cyborg?
Yeah.
I don't think he dropped that much. He got more KP than Deads.
No way.
Hope and Lion both dropped
Oh.
1 bill. I think Cyborg dropped around 500 mil.
Okay. But he's the one that has like a autark now that's like over.
Yeah, his autark is over 1
billion.
bill. Yeah. Prodigal's autark is also over 1 bill.
That's crazy, dude. All right.
Yeah, pilots just keep it running.
Yeah. All right. Big accounts here.
So it looks
Yeah.
like there's a lot of good like 15 to 20 bill account players here.
Yeah, like how deep? What's Sarky? Is that in the clouds? Just say, can you click on that or no?
Yeah, you can click on
Oh
it.
no, do we have a Glock situation over here?
So,
Oh no.
This is
maybe.
their Glock. Well, it's all different, but oh my
That's
god,
great.
Jesus. All right,
it's accurate.
all right. So how far down do you have to go until you get to 10 bill?
To get
So we
what?
get out of like 10
bill,
billion.
Yeah. 20,
Let's see. 27.
26.
26.
I remember.
26, yeah.
I remember Matt Charlie. Yeah,
Matt Charlie. Yeah, that's
he was
an
in
old,
2268.
old 68 player.
Yeah, I remember.
Oh really? Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was in 68.
Look at that.
yeah. I don't think he likes
That's a
this.
lot of helps.
I don't think he likes this very much.
I
All right.
think so too.
Yeah. All right. Moof is
See.
R5, right?
Oh, T1 Siege.
he's
I remember
king.
him also.
T1
There's
Siege
T1
is also in 68.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Bark style autark. Yeah.
Oh god. Fucking Bark style autark.
Out of alliance.
Oh, yeah,
Weird.
Alliance. Nothing close.
Yeah, but they're like not in the cloud. Why are they just sitting out of alliance?
Yeah, I don't know.
All
So,
right,
this is a younger account. 149 ID.
Japs thinks 110 mains in this kingdom, which yeah, I can see that.
Oh, there you go. A lot more info there.
Okay.
What
So
we got?
BT Cyborg
Oh, that's an
dropped.
old one.
He had 55 million deads. This KVK.
Yeah,
this
it's-
last KVK.
550 mile power loss about. Yeah.
Dude.
Is that the Dragothian that quit and came back? Or...
Yeah.
Oh,
Drago came
No,
here?
that is him. Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
This is yeah. I asked because I noticed, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Is that actually Drago?" And they're like, "Yeah," but obviously, like,
Yeah, it's a
his
fun
autark
guy.
was
Yeah,
terrible
yeah,
because
yeah.
he
Oh,
left
shit.
and came back.
He didn't even. There was no
But,
like
yeah.
announcement or anything.
No.
Alright.
Yeah,
Okay,
I thought he
so-
disappeared. He had like heart surgery or something. That's what I heard.
Yeah,
Damn.
something like that. It's crazy. Yar,
Look on that one.
Socks is my favorite femboy rock content creator.
Whoa.
How
Bus
many?
driver had to read that out loud, huh?
How many?
He
how
really
many?
did.
How many femboy rock content creators are there?
It's a good
there's-
question. I don't know actually.
Japs on 100.
I was gonna say
109 in
one, but
power,
then I
that
decided
one,
to
no.
say 0.
Pistol Pete. I heard of this guy. Oh wait, Pistol Pete. Another good
Yeah.
young
Wait,
account.
is this account really young? It is,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, 156.
Yeah, 156.
Yeah, it is. Huh, pretty good for a young, very young account.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty solid.
God, I'm trying to. This is also a young account.
Yeah.
154.
Yeah. 200 mil.
Damn, this guy's
million
a
units
this guy
lost.
guy's a
faced it.
tanker.
This guy face tanks.
Yeah.
Respect.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 50
Wait, why is
million
this-
dead.
Wait, what, is this a young account?
Yeah. One. That's nine.
Oh
that's
wow,
9 digits.
that's a pretty.
Yar, that message just caught my eye. You know, I couldn't help it. You typed it.
Oh, this is Seraphim. Oh, okay, I was wondering who that was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bark told me about her.
Yeah. So it looks like 1981 also has decent amount of promising young accounts here, like hiding out around like the 5 bill range.
Yeah. Pretty much. I don't know. That one's older. I'm trying to see if I can.
And Tommy.
I'm trying to remember if there's any like specific young accounts. It's younger, but
What's your goal for this KVK? Oh, assuming you get to play on
My-
your native, and you know.
you know, it's probably gonna be easier to just play, you know, find somebody else for the other one
Yeah.
than than the native.
Yeah.
There was one guy I contacted last KVK, because like I got hooked up with him for like, oh yeah, just like ask this guy.
Yeah.
I asked him, and he was like, oh yeah, like send me some more details. And so I sent him, and he was like, oh sorry, I don't pilot native accounts. And I was like, not even like this one? Like, you won't
Yeah.
even pilot this one?
Yeah.
And he was like, no, it's just a rule of mine. It was like,
Yeah.
damn.
So-
That sucks. So Yeah.
if you had to choose, you would actually play the native and then try to get someone
I would play yeah.
What's
yeah,
the
just
thought-
because I think it'd be easier.
to find a pilot.
Yeah, to find a
Okay.
pilot.
Okay.
Bingo. This is a younger account. He's a little bit older than mine, 173.
I mean, that's still really young.
Yeah. This guy just came out of a KVK with what was it? Was it 1606? This guy was in 3415 before.
What?
Who was it? Or 1846 maybe?
Uh,
He wasn't in 1846. He just came out of a KVK, like a really
okay.
tough KVK.
Yeah. 1818
Yeah,
KVK.
I want to say.
Oh,
18,
dude.
yeah.
Dude, that one's
There we go.
crazy. 1818 is vicious on the field. They kind of have a longer downtime, but when they're up, their field is pretty good. They're like pretty impressive.
Yeah. Man, I'm really far down here. I'm embarrassed.
And,
It's like,
yeah,
it's
work
so
your way up.
embarrassing.
Here, let's check out your account. Let's open it up.
All right, we can. We can.
Alright.
Oh, it's just gonna pull it up.
Yeah. Is this from KVK one when you're just wailing?
No, this is KV. No. I've had to work so hard to get KP. Like, all the
Yeah.
fights have just been so bad.
It's like
the most
one-sided, right?
so yeah, it's all been so one-sided that I get no fights, and it's just sucks. So the last KVK was my best KVK, because I came in at like 1 billion kill points, and then I got something like 800 or 900 million kill points. But it still was one-sided. It still was very
Well-
one-sided. So these stats, besides units lost,
Yeah.
is from KVK 4.
Well, Bubba, I'm telling you, if you guys in 1981 and 3473 don't queue Orleans and you guys queue somewhere else together, you're probably not going to get a lot of fighting. Just
Yeah,
saying,
I know.
like
I want
Orleans,
fighting.
Orleans is the way to go. You know.
We'll get to my speeds. I have plenty. I have plenty of speeds. I'm trying to get through.
How much speed you have?
How 2,700 days.
What's that?
What about the
Socks?
resources?
Socks has more
Resources
than
aren't
that.
looking good. Yeah.
Don't look at my resources. I got a guy for
Oh
Yeah,
wait,
yeah.
you have so much in bag. Wait, what?
Yo,
How do you have so much in bag?
he's never used it.
bundles.
Yeah.
Crazy. This guy's like.
What
20
VIP are you?
bags.
You're 18. Let me see your VIP,
Wait, what is this account?
dude.
What the hell?
My account is maybe like 400 days older than yours,
Hmm.
and we're the same VIP.
Nice. Solid.
Jesus. All right. So Boba's a whale. Frosty from 1079. Thanks for winning your OL match. I bet my Oryx on you. Thanks for trusting, man. Freaking Brian Koob. I saw his video. He picked PBO3 against us, and we won by a lot today. All right. It's rigged.
Love it. It's rigged.
Oh yeah, so like our OL is kind of interesting because the registration ended like 3 days before our migration opened, so we had to get through the group stage without being able to use any of our migrants, right? So like whatever our performance was like with almost like a different set of players. I think we like brought in like 12 out of the 30 slots are new players or something like that. Don't quote me on that. That's what it seemed like at first glance. So. We got to actually play with the new players today. Obviously, a lot of them just hit harder. So, I don't know. We'll see how we do in this this next stage. All right. You think you will beat 1606?
No.
Frosty. Well, the 1606's second team. Socks
Second
instantly.
team, maybe.
Socks instantly
First
goes
team,
no. He instantly goes no. What a freaking hater, man.
Wait, are you guys against second team or first team?
It's the second team. 1606 is second team.
Oh, then you guys are probably fine.
So
Yeah, you're fine.
we'll see. You know, when I keep it diplomatic, I would hope we can we can have a good showing. No, I think we'll do all right. But I think we fight them. 1606's second team is next weekend. So guys, Here's my advice: put all your Oryx on SV92 for next weekend against 1606 and 17.
I see the match. Yeah.
Yara's gonna put all in, all in on the 1606 group. There you go. Did 3473 get level 18 on their alliance mode? Is this
Yes.
Okay.
This isn't 81. Just just going through.
All right. Let's actually check out one more kingdom. We'll click through it real quick, and then maybe that could be the stream here. Which one are you guys interested in?
What's the list again?
So it's on the screen. There's 1719, 1718, 1079, 1592, 2638, and then 1903 are the ones in our pop that we haven't looked at.
I actually don't know much about 2638, even though they're like one of the highest KP.
Yeah, so they're them and 1718 are the will be the two biggest kingdoms.
I've heard of 1718. I've seen them in KVK a few times, but I've never heard of for
Right.
2638.
So they actually they were in like a pretty big higher like AC KVK last one. I think 2906 with like Duke was there. They ended up
2906, okay.
winning that one, and then I think they actually took a group of players from 2906. Okay, so
Did
these
they
guys.
Did Kasame retire or did I'm not sure.
They got
Yeah, but do you know Kasame or no?
Kasame. I heard of him.
He's like the biggest player in the ST group. I'm not sure if he retired though.
So the alliance is OWR. Let's actually check them out real quick. Okay, so do you guys know anything about these guys?
2638, no.
All I know is they had a good showing in the last KVK, and then they brought in like a big, the ST group. So they should be even stronger now. Don't really know much about the history before that. But
You said they're Korean, right?
are they Korean? Let me see. I don't think they're Korean. Order of the White Rose. 7 stars. I don't think they're Korean. I mean, we'll see. Let's see.
Just check,
Alrighty.
scroll through the members,
Yeah.
see how they're named.
Well, you guys enjoy the rest of your stream.
All right, dude.
I'm gonna take off. I got dinner. I got
All right,
dinner
man.
to eat.
Yeah, thanks for coming through and showing us the two kingdoms. Really appreciate it.
Thanks
Yeah,
for
thank you,
having
Boba.
me.
All right,
Nice
so
chatting, Socks.
Me and Socks
Talk
for
to you
this
later.
last part. All right. Okay. So Socks, how about this? If you were gonna, do you ever scout kingdoms?
Not that often. Oh, I've seen that Russian guy. I remember him from one of my old kingdoms.
Okay. If you were gonna scout a kingdom, like what are some of the stuff you look for? Right. Like I'm gonna like have you go look at a kingdom. Like what do you think about them? Like what would be some of the stuff you look for?
I usually just look at all the big players and check their autarchs. That's really it. I don't care much about like the smaller players, honestly.
Oh, okay. So 15
this is-
15 bill alliance power. Right. That's high.
Pretty high, yeah. I mean, that's like high AC at this point.
Okay, and then
Or
we're
what,
looking
like
at
10
their-
bill power?
We're like 10.6 or something. I think 10.6.
Damn.
All right. We were due. Last KVK, I think we were 7 bill going like into our first fight. So yeah.
That's
Okay.
quite an upgrade then. Yeah.
Lipendix?
It's a sus name to say, yeah.
Lependix.
Lapendix.
Lependix. There you go. There you go. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Appendix. Like appendix, yeah.
All right. I thought it was like Greek or something. All right. Sox says he doesn't care about smaller players. Yes, he said that.
You know, you gotta
Alright.
gotta perform. Actually, I'm pretty small.
Uh,
I'm only 90 mil, but
Tutong.
Tuton?
It's
Oh.
Beast. You guys, yeah, let me know if you know any of these guys. Is this like Russian or something?
The Russian guy next to him, I know.
This guy, Odinok?
No, the guy next to him
Oh, Ivan?
with the minions profile picture.
Oh, this guy. How do you
Yeah,
know?
I've seen him from one of my old kingdoms I used to play with, 2356. Odinok. Oh, I don't recognize any of these guys.
Robodon. Let's see. Well, we'll try to figure out how many mains are. So they have some farms mixed in here. Let's go through
Is this a no? It's a native. It looks.
Beast is.
I don't know.
I think Beast is a R5, right? Because Beast is the one that I talked to too, and then I think if you look at,
I think I saw him in
alliance-
R3. Check again. Check again R3.
Yeah, there's only one guy in R3.
This
It's
guy?
Beast.
Mhm.
But I'm pretty sure he's leadership, like R5. Once.
I don't know. Their alliance page is pretty empty, so
I think Fox has like 3,500 days of speeds last I saw. KU. Oh yeah.
Who, me? What do you mean?
You have like you have like
Oh yeah. Sorry, I thought I was talking
3,500,
about someone else.
right?
Yeah, I have 3,500 days. Yeah,
do you know this guy?
I
Punisher?
spent a lot last week.
He still has a little
Punisher.
GT in his name.
No, I think that's a sold account. Because I don't remember seeing it in GT last KVK. So
You just didn't want to change this?
yeah, a lot of GT players just keep the tag when they sell it. Yeah.
Oh wait, I'm to scout.
Yo, you're scouting all the women now?
Hey,
There's some
you
shame on
gotta
me.
give the
That's
audience. Hey, you know, I know you're keeping it
Let's just,
classy.
oh, nice. Okay, let's shoot her DM after this.
I know you're keeping it classy, you know, but I can't help myself. So, Angel
She
of
put her
War.
legs in that.
Yeah, you know, Angel of War. You know, maybe we'll see her on in Orleans. All right. Yeah, but see,
I
like,
don't think.
it's kind of
I mean, a lot of decent players.
it's kind of sneaky because like what's Yar's power right now? Like 89, right? I don't think he carries over
90
100
also?
mil power. So like if you just like skip the under 100 mil players, sometimes you might miss out on some KP goblins.
I guess.
Alright.
Yeah, yours 95 mil. I'm 90 mil. So.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the ST group.
136 ST, yeah. Where was ST
Pretty solid.
originally? Where were they before? Like before 2906, you know?
I have an old screenshot somewhere, but I have to find it because I played against one of the ST groups like 5 or 6 KVKs ago.
Yeah.
Let's see. They were originally in 2396. 2396.
23. Oh yeah. Captains like scout for Gino. We're always scouting for Gino, you know, that's why, you know. Gino
Wait, this is a young. Is this a young account?
Yeah, dude. 15
Pretty high
mil?
for a young account.
That 153
Yeah.
ID? But this Altark isn't even that high. This guy is just like,
It's a little suspicious.
how is he at 15 bill? And his Altark is only at 101.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, it's 8 digit, not 9 digit.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
I was losing my mind. ST Agony. I feel like they're all like kind of similar. You know, all of this range.
Yeah, they're pretty similar. KP, power, all that sort of stuff. Looks
They're
like.
just like all together. We
Yeah,
actually,
I guess they're just group.
yeah, we actually looked into like maybe like trying to reach out to them to see if they want to come, but then we just realized like I don't think we're in a place where we can like bring in a group where the group is bigger than the kingdom, you know. So we had to go a different route. Not that saying, you know, we couldn't even gotten them, but kind of the thought process.
I think we can fit in a group, right? We have like what?
No, we could fit
90
another
mains?
group, but like when we were looking in, because you know rumors were they were like looking for a kingdom, we had like 45 mains,
Mhm.
right? So then you bring in like a group of 30, and like their KP is like probably like 100 bill more than like your whole kingdom. And we just don't know like how that would work. You know?
Oh, okay. That's fair.
It's just like we just weren't big enough to even like attempt to bring in a group yet. So. And then again, who knew they would even want to come? But we'd be
Mhm.
interested. KW Sass
young
is a young account. Let's check this guy out. Oh yeah,
You just saw him
172.
scroll room. Yeah, pretty young account. Pretty high
Yeah,
power. What's the
yeah.
size power? Whoa, 135.
Yeah.
Wait, this guy's a tanker.
35. Yeah, he just charges in.
Wait, check his highest power.
126. That's not even that high,
okay.
but 19 mil dead already. Yeah, this guy's good. Hey, what's
Yeah,
up, dude?
I mean,
Hey, I don't know if
was
you-
Base supposed to come back?
Yeah, but I don't know if you saw earlier, but you see how many old 68 players came back this cycle? You know, maybe you could come in next cycle.
Bay's in what, 2748?
2748. Complete the reunion, Bay. Let's see. There's another two big accounts, young accounts in this KD. Draken and Mara. I'll keep an eye out for them. All right. So I don't think there's been any just super Kraken yet, right? But it's just a lot of
No, a lot of pretty good autarks, pretty good KP accounts.
Yeah, there's just a lot of them. Data, ST Trap. Yeah, this is them in 1718 by far the two biggest kingdoms. So if we end up on a map where we're either going to be fighting these guys or allying these guys, right?
I've seen 1718. They're pretty good, but long downtime. So these guys probably will have pilots though.
So are you saying if you were given the option, you would rather ally with these guys?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the thing is, Koreans, they don't. I think there's some problem with their clients, so they're not able to share their login or something. So that's why they don't have pilots as much as other kingdoms.
Yeah, the other thing too, I noticed, especially Korean kingdoms, it's a lot of times there's just no communication, right? We're allies, but they're gonna do their own thing, and then you do your own thing, and then just kind of
I don't know what it is with Korean kingdoms. They're they just like their own people and they don't like other people. I think that's the sort of thing.
Yeah,
that's also young count, isn't it?
This is a
young count also, relatively.
Yeah, youngish. Bay, you haven't seen yet. A bunch of people came back. Yeah, Yar's back, Sox is back, Swab's back. Who else was there? Crazy Ali. Can't think off the top of my head, but there's probably like 15. Poe's back. I don't want to.
Naughty Poe.
Yeah, Poe's back, but not doing data. Just hang out. Maybe Plato after next off season.
We'll see.
Gather everyone back up. Amira. Oh, here we go.
How big?
Wow.
How big is this ST group? Oh, that's a.
I think Amira was 30. I mean, not Amira. ST was 30-ish.
30 players. Check the album. I'm curious who this is. I feel like this is was this person changed their name?
19.
No, huh? Same name.
Looks like it's been Amira for a while. What's 1719? 1719, right? That's where they were before.
1719.
That's still almost like a one shrill KP kingdom. Oh yeah, look at the setup.
That's a nice setup.
2 iPads.
Got the phone.
Man. Damn. Yeah, makes my setup look like shit. Oh, this is different. All right. This is the highest autark we've seen so far, right?
Yeah, by far.
Power.
That sounds a little.
222
23, 50, 55. 348. Okay.
Draken was a young count, like I said. I think I already clicked through him, but oh yeah, 172. 12. Jesus. 213 mil. Highest power.
Yeah, that's pretty good for a young account, I guess.
Yeah. This guy's in a 9-digit ID. 20 bill. I mean, you're pretty. It's not that much.
I'm
older.
pretty close to that ID, also. Yeah,
Okay.
That's maybe 100 days older than my account, I'd say.
Yeah. What about 12 inch? How far did he get? I'm just kidding. Rest in peace.
Pretty young, also.
12
yeah,
inch.
rest in peace, though.
Wonder what he's doing now, right? Did he just just stop completely?
I don't know what he's doing. Hopefully he's doing okay. He said he's gonna go into selling books or something. That's what I heard.
Selling
I don't know.
Writing books?
I think he's writing books. That's what it last heard. I'm not sure if he's gonna sell them, but
I
gotta
heard.
make money somehow.
Gino, you here? Gino.
Who's this?
Gino.
Yo, who's this? Is this Gino's bunny?
Gino.
Snow bunny? Asian snow bunny?
Asian bunny? I don't know, Gino, you a fan of Asians?
Yo, who's this?
I'll give Gino a nickname. Thirstiest guy in 3092.
Yo, is he trying to get all the e-girls? We only got 3 or 4 girls here.
Yeah, I think we have 3 or 4 females in the kingdom.
Yeah, they're all scared of us.
No, they're cool, right? Like anyone who kind of knows what they're like, what this kingdom's like, and still willing to come. Pretty cool. Jam John, Falcon. This is the younger ID too. Dude, some of these
Pretty
players,
solid.
Yeah.
It's solid for a young account, yeah.
1.7. This kingdom's kind of scary, actually.
I think Morrow was the one they said to check.
Wait, Adrian.
35. That's pretty.
This guy, I think this is the Adrians at Pilots for us.
I don't know. Check the Morrow person. They said the Morrow person was
Morrow, what's
well
Morrow?
also.
Oh, I just skipped it. Oops.
Right above that.
Oh yeah. Holy shit. 174.
Oh, that's a young account also.
Yeah.
200 mil.
261.
Highest power. Pretty solid. I mean, there's a lot of pretty solid young accounts.
Because that's a group.
It's a group of 4.
Yeah, that's a good account.
Yeah.
Charlie. OWR was fire our last KVK. Bay.
OWR.
What did he say? Once OL's done, you can start planning things. Let's go, Bay. Let's go. Lock it in on stream right here. OWR was just playing Olympia with a few of these guys earlier. Oh yeah. Dude, I haven't done Olympia in so long. Slack.
Oh, you should have done it before we said.
Oh fuck, I completely forgot about it. Oh yeah. Alright, whatever. I at least usually try to do the 2 gold heads, but
Yeah.
alright, Ironhead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Bay, I think we'll probably end up on the map with this guy unless we get screwed by Lilith. So we'll either be fighting these guys or we'll be allying them.
If we fight them, I think we're cooked, honestly.
I mean, we're not taking these guys out 1v1.
Yeah, I think we gotta rely on allies to
fight
these guys.
I think it's either these guys or 17-18, right? They're going to be on opposite sides, and then however the different situation works out, we end up on the same map in Orleans. So you're saying if let's just say we queue for Orleans, right? And then we don't get on the map with these kingdoms. We get to the second tier. So we're the biggest kingdom on the map. Would you actually be happy for that or disappointed?
Oh yeah, what do you mean? 1v all. Let's go. Let's go.
1v all. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
This is the angle. 1v all angle.
I actually don't know how I would feel. As long as like the potential is there for like good competitive fighting, where like you're not sure what's gonna happen, I think it'll be good. But if it's something where I'm like, okay, I think we're like 80% confident we're gonna win, I think I would be disappointed.
Well, I mean, you can only
but you see, like
trust in Lilith's matchmaking.
Yeah,
so.
but we had different experiences our last few KVKs. Like you just, you just want to chill. Like I'm like, no, we need to step it up in competition and get some maybe like underdog fighting. All right, anyone here? Stalker. Yeah, these guys are just
a lot of pretty high power players.
Yeah.
I mean, respect like 100 mil players.
And they're just like deep, This is another one. It's Hulk.
Young account.
Yeah. That guy might be from the last KVK we played in. It was the Hulk. I think it was the exact same name. And his garrison gave us a lot of problem. It was a younger account, I think. I think it might have been this guy. Let's see, Witchers. Alright. So let's Draken. Dude, wasn't there another Draken earlier?
Yeah, there was.
Yeah.
This is his ult, I guess. The other Draken's like 200 mil, I think.
Yeah. Okay, this is another F-17 Benny.
That's pretty good at Tark.
Ew, yeah. So you have a goal to hit 200 mil on your Altark?
I mean, depends how the KVK goes.
I feel like you need
picky.
I feel like you need a very competitive KVK, so there's a lot of fighting, but not like a
200 mil is like 4 bill, I think. So
yeah, but not like a
it's gonna be
961 where you're like hitting into like 2377, right? Probably needed like some more AC, just like a lot more people on the field.
Yeah, I need some squishy targets. That's what I need. Need some free to play stick hit.
Oh, here's Kasame. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Kasame is there. That guy's the crazy player there.
Yeah, okay.
Crazy player in the group.
It's probably the biggest one so far.
Yeah. Every KVK does like 6 or 7 bill KP, I think. So. Yeah, this guy's the craziest player in the group by far.
135 mil dead.
Yeah, he's a whale.
This account isn't even that old.
Yeah, he's not.
Holy
It's
shit.
probably one of the like best young accounts, but he doesn't go to Imperium. He likes to stay in like low A. So.
Yeah, but these guys are like 1.6 trill. You know, it's at the very
yeah, they're
least
getting
like
to
lower
that point. Yeah, but I don't think they'll. At most, I think they'll stay like low Imperium if anything. So.
All right. And then another one. All right. And then any farms, dude? They had like okay. Let's count these as farms. 1, 2, 3. That's a farm. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a farm. 9.
Why are some of these farms so high power?
I know.
Why do they have like a 95 mil farm?
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so 15. No, all 17 of these are farms. All right, so 17 here.
But they're just sort of high power. So.
These are all mains, yeah. Okay, so these guys have 128, 29. Count that as a farm. All right, so 136, 137, 137.
That's
mains.
a farm, yeah. Mm-hmm. Almost a full alliance, honestly. So.
Yeah, 7 stars. So thoughts on these guys?
Oh, I'm scared of them. I'm more scared of them than I am of like 17, 18. So.
Oh yeah.
Because 17, 18, I know has the downtime. These guys probably don't have a huge downtime compared to them. So.
Yeah, that's kind of the reputation for some of these kingdoms.
Yeah, you gotta give Sawtooth. You gotta tell Sawtooth ally with these guys. All right. Pre-ally. There we go.
Yeah,
You heard it here first.
I can confirm. Let's glaze up OWR and pre-ally them.
Sounds good.
All right, Adam. I just have expertise William Wallace, Luce, and Ragnar, and I want to do 2 Nth. And I will get by BQ. So how can I pair my marches? What do you think? William Wallace, Luce, Ragnar, and he wants BQ.
It's awkward, isn't it? I guess you would go Luce, Ragnar, or
BQ,
Luce,
William
Ragnar, and
Wallace?
Wallace. Yeah, well, yeah, I think I would do that.
Yeah, because you can't do William Wallace and Ragnar, right? So you have to.
Yeah, that sounds so weird. So yeah, probably Luce with Ragnar. Luce Ragnar doesn't do too bad. I used it in altar a few times, so
It's really tanky.
not too bad.
So
It's pretty tanky. It's a little slow, but it's like
Yeah.
high nuke damage. So
So BQ has very little tankiness, right? And the Ragnar is extremely tanky. So that might actually.
Yeah.
There's no synergy besides the tankiness.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's slow, but it does like huge nuke damage, so that's potential. So
All right.
I think you need to use Wallace with BQ anyway. So
All right. It's 1 UTC.
oh yeah, I should probably.
Yeah. You have
also.
anything else to add? Anything to say? Glad to have you back.
Yeah, I mean, well, obviously, I hope next KVK is fun, but like Orleans past timings might screw me, so let's pray for the best.
Dude,
So
I'm pretty sure. Okay, I think when we do Orleans, honestly, besides Boba's 2 kingdoms, I think all these other kingdoms are looking at Orleans, right? So all these kingdoms end up on Orleans. I think it'll be at least very interesting. It'll be fun.
if we do Q4 Orleans, I think we need to like put some strategies together for our guys because we have a lot of young players also.
Yeah.
So that's one thing to consider.
Well, that's the last KVK we did too, right? So we did okay.
Oh,
there.
you did Orleans last
Yeah.
KVK.
So at least like half the kingdom has experience doing this last KVK.
Okay.
So.
Because my first Orleans, I was like super lost. So, yeah.
All right. So this it's final. Our migration closes the 16th, right? Because that's when we'll be locked in the map. I'm thinking it's Orleans. You could already register. There's 2 kingdoms, and then and then we find out like a week later, right? So look for some future streams out of Socks. Thank you to everyone for coming through, and talk to you guys next time.